Here we go.
He's smashing back there. Super Smash Bros. Super Saiyan. Bobby's just the worst.
What are you talking about?
I said Bobby's
I
just
can't even hear
I
what you're
make this
saying.
show fun.
Bobby's
So
the
stop.
worst. Everyone hates Bobby.
Why do you think we put B at the end of jabs?
Because he's the butt of the jokes.
All right, let's go.
It is Tuesday, December 18th, and we finally got a new throwing jabs. It's been a while. I was lazy this weekend, so I didn't edit. But we should probably get an actual schedule going. What else did I write in my notes? If this is your first episode, welcome.
Welcome.
I'm Jake Arnold.
Welcome.
This is Andrew Bobby, and we got Aidan Lassiter. And we're just going to talk sports today.
We always talk sports.
Yeah, I mean, it's a sports
No, I think
podcast.
I think today we're going to talk about the life of a high schooler, all right?
I don't
So
wanna
first
talk
off, we
about
talk
that.
about
That's
sports.
So boring.
No, all
All
right.
right, here we go. So, breaking news right now. Justin Fields is reportedly going to transfer from Georgia, but
It looks
he
like
hasn't-
Ohio State's the
but
front runner.
No. He hasn't told the coaches yet. So, someone leaked.
This was from
leaked
Bleacher
it.
report.
And no, this is actually from ESPN. And,
Oh, well, I saw it on
I saw it
Bleacher
on Bleacher
Report.
Yeah, because they threw it out there, but ESPN actually had it, and ESPN's
ESPN's the
supposedly-
worst.
They didn't get a source from anything. They just assumed that it's either Oklahoma, Ohio State, or Florida State for some reason. Don't really know why, but dumb. Originally, he was supposed to go to Penn State. He decommitted from Penn State and went to Georgia.
I'm fine with that. We got a good quarterback coming up.
Who?
Oh, what's his name? Tommy Stevens, I think?
Yeah, he's a senior.
No, he's not.
Next year, he's a senior.
Yeah, so? We got that new kid, too. That I can't remember his name. He threw one of the longest touchdown passes in
Also-
college football history. 99-yard touchdown pass.
Did you guys hear in Kyler Murray's contract, if he plays in the NFL, he has to pay the A's back.
Really?
All his contract money, yeah.
That's crazy.
So, looks like Kyler's not going to play in the NFL, at least.
Yeah,
at least at the
definitely.
start.
Hey, you make more money in baseball
Yeah, you
anyways.
And you won't get injured, but he'd be good in the pros. That's sad.
All right. We had a crazy NFL weekend this past weekend.
Let's go, my Steelers.
Aidan and I were talking about this. We were excited to see what Bobby was.
I was
say
not
about his
excited. I
Steelers.
said, I'm so mad. The first time I root for the Patriots, they lose.
Yeah, come on,
All right,
Christian.
we're bringing Christian back.
Get some of your Crone for your dome right now.
Run for your dome is back in here. I mean,
I'll-
I just
I'll
want to
take a
like, can we
knee.
like go over like?
Yeah.
So are these the predictions for the games from last week?
No, let me pull those up.
I just want to see how I did.
I messed up on the
I didn't
night.
write down who everybody predicted.
I
but
remember.
Let's get like a score tally going.
Yeah, no, I think we should.
yeah, definitely. I did that last week, but I was just too lazy this week.
What are you doing, Bobby?
This past week we predicted the Browns and the Broncos game,
You retard.
Packers Bears game, Cowboys Colts game, Pats Steelers game, and Saints Panthers
Okay,
game.
let's see. All right, so
I can remember
Should I pull
everybody.
up the
Tell
audio
me
from last week?
what?
I can
No,
pull up
I think
the audio
we can
from-
all
I can remember. I remember
okay,
I had
did
the
you
Browns.
choose Chargers or Chiefs? You chose Chargers.
I was Chargers. I'm big on the
Browns,
Chargers. Philip Rivers should be
Broncos.
I was
MVP.
Browns.
Browns.
But-
Everybody picked Browns. I
Everybody
remember.
picked the Browns.
Okay, so I think that's one for me.
I was the only one that picked the Steelers.
Packers or Bears?
I picked Bears.
I picked the Packers.
Yeah, Bears.
Colts,
went-
Cowboys. I was the only one that picked
I
the
went.
Colts.
I
Sorry.
went with.
picked-
I went
I
the
picked the
Cowboys,
Colts.
and they got shut
Oh
out.
yeah, you picked the Colts.
I
too.
picked the Cowboys.
Patriots Steelers. I said I wanted
picked
the
the Pats.
Steelers to win.
Dang.
Yeah, I
didn't-
picked the Pats. I wanted the Pats. First time in my life,
Saints,
I wanted the
Panthers,
Patriots.
all
to
right,
win.
so we got
Everybody
four.
got that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Saints Panthers was an
That,
easy one.
that game was closer than I thought it was.
Yeah.
All right, I want to talk about something Jake put out. I saw saying that this was going to be Cam's last year starting for
I
the
think so.
Panthers.
No.
Cam has carried
Get outta here.
the Panthers. Christian McCaffrey has carried them this year, but overall, Cam's not going to
Didn't
be
he have
this.
like 5 interceptions in one game? Or is it
Oh no, he's had a bad couple weeks, but at the beginning of the season, he was nasty. He's
If
got a
they do not
banged
take
up
him out-
O-line, bad head coach, and no wide receivers. I think this draft they're going to get N'Keal Harry.
I don't agree that this will be his last year starting, but I think it should be.
I'm saying his last year as a full-time starter.
Who are they going to replace him with?
I'm just saying draft
I'm saying
someone
they're
else
gonna
or get
draft
someone
somebody,
else.
yeah.
He's obviously hurt. Look at his mechanics.
And there's-
Exactly.
Yeah,
Definitely
exactly.
hurt.
He's hurt, so he shouldn't
with
be playing.
the Panthers keeping him in the game and they're out of a playoff race, then
Well, they were still in
Why?
it. They were still in it.
They
last
were.
night.
but now they're not. But Ron Rivera is saying that they're going to keep him in for the next 2 weeks, which is stupid.
Yeah,
Let him
that
get
is stupid.
surgery. Let him return to.
Yeah, I'm not seeing Cam be even getting close to getting a ring anymore. That's just my.
Well, that's just because the way that organization's run.
Yeah, they're treating him.
When they if they get rid of Riverboat Ron and move on, then yeah, no, I think they can go places. But
Yeah.
who knows? Curtis Samuel's going to be a beast. Christian McCaffrey's nasty. If they can get N'Keal Harry, I'm telling you, if N'Keal Harry runs a 4.5 at the 40, he's going top 10. 6'4", 213, can catch anything and can go
Okay.
anywhere.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I just opens the door.
Yeah.
Yeah.
we're talking.
Hi.
All right. Yeah.
Yeah,
No.
we're actually recording an episode. right
No,
now.
so-
How crazy is that?
Oh, we do this basically every day, so
I know.
back off, dude.
All right. Here.
Soccer coming to you soon.
So the Texans managed to hold off the Jets, which was a closer game than I expected.
And I expected. I've been talking the Texans to the silent killer in the AFC.
Browns have a
Besides-
chance to make the playoffs.
Brown.
and
No, all right.
even
that
win
chance,
their division.
That chance is almost impossible.
But it's
have to lose
impossible.
out.
No, I'm pretty sure it's impossible now that the Steelers won, right?
Pretty sure, yeah.
Yeah,
I'm
the
not
Steelers
sure.
need to lose. The Steelers
have
needed
not
to lose
clinched.
out, and they
The
won.
Steelers beat the Saints next week. I think they will, honestly. After the way that the Saints
They've
played
both
last
been
night.
playing like dog poop. I mean, you hung 17. You won a 17-10 game. It's not like you showed something.
Yeah.
The Patriots
I mean, our
looked bad.
defense played really good
The
for the
the
first half of a
Patriots
while.
looked bad. It wasn't that the Steelers defense looked good. It was that the Patriots offense looked bad.
And who's your
Gronk
team
was
again?
gone. I am not.
Yeah, that's
I can
right.
criticize things.
Yeah,
The Cardinals got crushed.
I can
Absolutely
I went to that game.
slammed.
It was so much fun. But no, I can. If you're saying that I can't criticize because my team is bad, that's just stupid.
Your
Like,
team is bad.
yeah, but that doesn't mean your
They were
team's
good
great.
3 years ago.
Say that the Cardinals are horrible.
The Cardinals are horrible. I have nothing. I was rooting for the. I speak for every Cardinals fan here when I say I want to
What
lose.
Cardinal fan?
I want to lose out because I want
What Cardinal fan?
Steve Wilkes fired and I want the first overall pick. The Cardinals fans that
They want
dude,
Mike
I saw
McCoy
more.
back.
I saw 40% at that Falcons game were Cardinals fans. Cardinals fans were everywhere.
Just to let you know that Atlanta also wears red. So.
I know that, but I saw a lot of number 11s with Fitzgerald on the back, and I don't believe he plays for Atlanta. Saw a lot of 21s with Peterson on the back, and I saw a lot of 3s with Rosen on the back.
Okay.
That's all
What were
Cardinals
Rosen's
players.
stats this past week?
They're trash. The offensive line, I counted every single play, and he never had more than 3 seconds in the pocket. And then 3 seconds he was running, being sacked, or having to get rid of it.
I know Bobby hates running as a quarterback.
Yeah.
No, that offensive line is garbage. Dude,
The one time I do it, I get hurt.
it's because God hates you.
Point out, just for you, Aidan, did you see bump stocks got?
Really?
What?
President Trump just-
Yeah, Trump was big against bump stocks. No,
Hey, we're not.
that's stupid.
We're not
but
a politics
We're not-
podcast.
yeah, we can set that up later. Anyways, no. So, but I was just saying the Steelers. They won the game, Bobby. I'm not saying that. I'm saying that before we go on, saying that the Steelers
My
had.
team is better than your team.
Of course, my favorite team is the worst team in the NFL. I have never not claimed that. Yeah, yes, the Steelers are better than Cardinals. 100%. And legacy-wise, right now, I have never ever claimed against that. I am saying that the Steelers do not even have a chance at the Super Bowl. So stop pretending like you guys.
Cardinals don't even have a chance at winning another game this season.
I know
It
that.
doesn't matter,
If
Bobby.
we won a game, Bobby, I would be pissed off because I'd be like, well, there goes our first overall pick, and now we get to keep Steve Wilkes. So great, and I would be pissed off. I want the Cardinals to lose out.
I want the Cardinals to lose out. Who's?
Bobby is a child. All right, I would like to also say Bobby cannot read. So anything you're hearing saying.
Do you want me to read off this? For you?
You want me to prove it?
All right, pull up anything and I'll read it for you.
New segment. Bobby,
Bobby
reads.
reads.
Shit.
Oh my God.
Flyers take 2 days to fire their HC. NBA. Pistons looking at trade options.
Hey,
Stop
Bobby,
it,
Stop
Bobby.
reading our show notes.
I can read.
All right, let's
But
keep
he
talking
just
about
can't
the
develop.
NFL.
He just can't develop an argument. My bad.
Bears managed to beat the Packers and win the NFC North for the first time since I think 2010. They said.
Well deserved. They're nasty.
Yeah, Bears are so good. They're fun
Bears
to
are
watch.
the hottest team besides the Chargers. Hottest team in the NFL coming into the playoffs. I mean, hottest team in the NFC. I should just say. Week what, Bobby?
Weak. They don't play anybody.
The
They
Bears?
beat-
They beat the Rams.
We beat the Rams.
Come on, dude. Bobby's actually
Come on.
Yeah.
Rams. What did the Rams do this week? Nothing. They didn't.
They put up 23 points on a great playing Eagles defense.
Yeah. The Eagles have
The
been
Eagles
playing
have
great.
lost majority of their games this season. Yeah.
No,
A
they're
great
7-7.
Eagles
Hey, the Eagles defense has turned it on in the past
The
3
Eagles
weeks.
defense has been nasty. Yeah, no. And they started coming. They gave away.
Christian's hanging
But,
himself
all right, Bobby,
now.
who would you consider a good team in the NFL?
Who would I consider a good team?
Yeah, I know. I'm waiting for it. Who would
Big Ben for
name one
MVP.
quality win for me, Bobby?
One quality win.
Say like if you beat that opponent, you'd be like, that's a good quality win. He doesn't know how to read.
And you beat the Ravens
He put
twice.
CT.
Okay.
He's looking up the Steelers. He actually is. He's looking up.
Quality wins.
Hey, we beat the Browns.
Here we go.
We tied the Browns.
Buccaneers when they're on fire.
Buccaneers.
When they're on fire with this magic.
Get out of here! You're saying the Buccaneers is a better win than the Rams.
The Ravens.
He's saying the Buccaneers is a better team.
The Ravens.
The Ravens. All right, every team we're gonna say, is it better than the Rams?
We absolutely killed them.
The Panthers.
All right, everybody, take a poll. Raise your hand. All right, raise your hand if every team he's listed is worse than the Rams.
we have 2
Yeah.
in the back right now.
Yeah, we got 2 back there raising their hands. We got Christian, we got Ethan Bain on the switch back there.
All I'm saying is that Steelers winning the Super Bowl this year. Super Bowl 53. Steelers champions. 7th Super Bowl.
Wrong, Bobby.
How am I wrong?
Wrong. How are you wrong? Because there's so much.
How are you
This is
right?
the Chargers Super Bowl to lose.
How is it their Super Bowl to lose?
Because they're the best team in the NFL.
But hands down, they are so
The
good.
Chargers, dude, they're stacked at every
The
position.
Steelers should have beat the Chargers.
They didn't, Bobby.
There was two,
They didn't.
2 obvious penalties that changed the game. That's 14 points. Okay?
All right, but
That's a 2 touchdown. 2 touchdown.
That happens
Who won
in
the game?
every game.
Who won the game? Who won the game?
Happen.
Who won the game?
Obvious holding call.
Bobby.
That turns into a touchdown.
All right, Bobby.
An obvious block in the back. My bad. Block in the back.
Let's see your losses then, huh? Let's just talk about
Okay.
those. Because loss to the Broncos, ooh, that's a good loss. You know, quality opponent. The
Broncos have been decent
Broncos
this year.
up in Mile High. That's a hard place to play.
All right, let's
Especially for Big Ben, who's
especially with-
always
I
injured.
bet he was 6-7.
You know, yeah, it was, especially for Big Ben, who's not an elite quarterback.
He is an elite quarterback, actually.
He was.
He still is. The Browns we tied.
Oh yeah,
He was
that's
horrible that game.
that's a
Um,
loss to the Ravens, loss to the Chiefs. Chiefs is a quality. That's a loss.
That's a quality loss that we should have won.
A quality loss, you know. So
Um,
now when the playoffs roll around, we know they can get another quality loss.
Uh-huh. See,
Loss to the Raiders. Was that what
You lost to the
You lost to the
Raiders?
Raiders? Get out of here, Bobby! Leave, Bobby. You're claiming Super Bowl, and you lost to the Raiders, and you're saying the Rams aren't a good win.
have the Cardinals beat the Rams?
What does that have to do with anything? What does that
Why are
have
you
to?
always criticizing the Steelers?
Because you talk about them as if they're going to win the Super Bowl, and they're
No.
not. They're the world's biggest flop.
Here, let's move on. NFC East this week, Eagles scored more points than the entire NFC East combined.
Yeah, no.
Redskins dropped 16, Giants dropped 0, and Cowboys dropped 0.
Dude, I don't know what happened to the Cowboys.
They're bad. I told you guys.
You
They're
have been saying
frauds,
it, but
and they will not be good.
no, I still think that they're going to make the playoffs.
If the Cowboys lose out and the Eagles win out, we
right.
win the division.
Can we move to segments, please?
We're not even through half of our talking points, Bobby.
I don't think anybody.
I don't care that
I don't
you
think
have to
anybody's
leave.
gonna be really hurt that Bobby has to leave at one point. Yeah, well, I would love that, Christian.
Christian Crone for president.
All right. So, Bobby, do you have to leave?
Not right now. In 3
All right.
minutes.
All right.
Washington did beat Jacksonville with their 4th-string quarterback, though.
That's just crazy. That shows that what happened to Jacksonville.
Well, aren't they starting
if they're-
Cody Kessler now?
If they don't fire Doug Marrone, then I don't know what they're doing.
Yeah, they're a bad team.
That would just be stupid.
Niners beat the Seahawks because the Niners are actually good when it doesn't matter. That's how they work.
All right. A hot take. Nick Mullins is not going to give up the seat, give up the starting
think so.
position to Jimmy G.
Yeah, I haven't heard Jimmy G's name since he was injured.
Well, not only that, Nick Mullins has been nasty.
Yes. He's
But
so
then
good.
again, we can't take this too far because this is the same thing Jimmy G did at the end of last year when he won 5 straight.
4 straight.
5
4.
straight. Was it?
It was 4.
I don't believe you for a second.
Foles is the best closer in the NFL, though. If we played football how we played baseball
Yeah,
with
what,
starting quarterbacks and closing quarterbacks, Foles would be the hottest commodity out there.
You're just saying that because you're an Eagles fan.
No, dude, Foles.
You said the Steelers would win the Super Bowl.
Hot take. Carson Wentz is booty.
Carson Wentz has been playing bad, but it's a lot of the play calling. They're expecting him to make plays on bad play calls. And he's also been injured since week 6.
There you have it, folks. It's play calling.
Doug Peterson calls plays better when Nick Foles is in for some reason.
Well, then that should be their quarterback then. Yeah.
Why are you here, Bob? Isn't
He didn't want to be on this episode, and I think he's made it like 10 times better now. We should just always record when Bobby's.
hasn't?
We should always record when Bobby's angry. Saints smacked the Panthers last night. They didn't really
Smacked.
They didn't
That was
smack
a-
them, but
Just look up the freaking schedule for the 2017 regular season.
Hold on.
Stupid.
what are you looking up?
Yeah, no, that's 5 in a row because they only had 1 win and then they win it.
4. I'm right.
I'm
you're
pretty
wrong.
sure Aidan has it right in front of him.
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure he's not actually looking at it.
Okay, why does this even matter? Why do we
Yeah.
care about the Niners that much?
Bengals
Anyways,
beat Oakland. Who cares? Who
You're an
else?
idiot. That's why.
Brady looked bad
So shut up.
against the Steelers.
just shut up, stupid.
Didn't Brady throw 2 interceptions?
Yeah, Brady was bad.
Brady
That's
was Brady.
insane. That's really all that happened this past weekend. In the
Tevin
NFL.
Coleman ran all over the Cardinals.
Yeah.
That shows just how
I
bad.
didn't even watch that game.
Quinnen Williams is the top 3 pick. The D lineman. All right, so now what are we moving on to?
I want to give a quick NHL recap for my Philadelphia Flyers because this is the dumbest situation that I've ever seen in sports.
Penguins to the Stanley Cup again.
Penguins suck this year. Have you watched them?
How many Stanley Cups have you won?
2,
How many have we won?
5.
Exactly. That's all you need to know.
Go Caps, baby.
How many Stanley Cups have you won?
1.
Exactly.
Who are you a fan of, Bobby?
I'm a fan of the Penguins.
Name 3 players on the Penguins.
Okay.
Other than Sidney Crosby.
Sydney?
Other than Sidney Crosby.
I actually know players, but my my brain is actually dead.
There.
I can tell.
Did he get traded?
I have no clue. I don't follow.
Hornquist? No.
All I follow is the Flyers.
Bobby, you literally could have
acquisition.
just said 3 random names and we would have believed you. Nobody cares.
I know
about the
Phil
Penguins.
Kessel. Phil Kessel's a god.
Bill Kessel.
He knows more than about your team than you do.
Oh, no, I don't.
All right.
Jack Kane?
I'm not sure. I honestly don't know.
Sure, exactly.
I know Phil Kessel.
Exactly. You don't know my
Phil
team.
Kessel is a god of a man. But this is hilarious because the Flyers took 2 days to fire their head coach.
It's hilarious, guys.
So-
it was 2 days. It was hilarious.
Well, right now we're the 3rd worst team in the NHL.
I hate Bobby.
So first, a report comes out that he's going to be fired while they're on the plane home from.
I hope Bobby dies. All right, bye, Bobby.
They're on the plane home from their.
I'll stick for like 3 minutes.
All right.
Why?
They're on the plane home from their
Civic
game
Airlines
against the
made
Canucks
it
where they lost 5-1 against the Canucks.
5-1.
And Vancouver has been awful.
Awful.
Let him talk about his hockey.
So the organization comes out and denies the reports that he's fired. Is he going to say something?
No, just keep going.
So then Flyers bring up our minor league goalie, who's been sensational,
Sensational, guys. Absolutely
Carter
amazing.
Hart, who they announced is going to be starting this week, since all of the Flyers goalies
Cut his
are on
audio.
IR.
Just cut his audio during his thing and keep talking through it.
And I think I should cut Andrew Bobby's audio.
But the Flyers, I think there's like 6 Flyers goalies on IR right now. Then the coach doesn't show up to practice, and it turns out he's in a meeting with the GM, who he's asking for a second chance, where the organization then says he's fired.
That's sus.
That's all I've got for the
Get
Flyers.
out of here. Bye, Bobby. Come here, Christian. All right, what do we have up next?
Even more sus. Just come here, Christian.
Put the thing back in the thing. Why did you take it out?
That's what she said.
That's what Bobby said.
Just escort Bobby out of the building.
Yeah.
We
Can
need security!
Yeah. All right, big day. We're rounding them up.
Quality of the show was just lost.
All right, we should go for like 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't want to pack up at the very end.
All we've got is NBA and segments next,
All right, let's
because
get it.
I talked about what I wanted to with NHL.
All right. Well, there's not much happening in the NBA,
Hang on.
really.
Um,
Except for that
Hang on,
Ariza trade.
hang on.
Hold on, before we're done.
I gotta
with
cut the
NFL,
cameras.
I'd like to make a point real quick.
Okay.
I don't think you can call any team like the best in the NFL because
Except
just
the
a few
Chargers.
weeks ago we were calling the Saints the best in the NFL. and they
Saints
just
suck.
barely beat-
Well, that's why I tried to use hottest. I know I didn't use that sometimes, but I tried to use
Yeah,
hottest
no, I agree
team.
with the hottest. I just don't think they're the best.
Like the Bears and the Chargers are the hottest team in the NFL
All right,
right now.
fair.
Heading into the playoffs.
Are we ready?
Bobby, get out!
Steelers are the best team in all the NFL.
Goodbye.
Cut the cameras.
Put the cameras. Bobby actually knows nothing.
Bobby's so I don't. Well, because he was like, the first episode he actually talked, and he's just like, people like stupid Bobby. So he just keeps getting stupider every
I
episode.
love stupid Bobby.
I hate stupid Bobby. Yeah, but not when you're trying to run a sports podcast and you're like, all right, the Steelers are an overrated team.
We got like
Yeah,
8 minutes. Let's get this.
Yeah,
NBA
is
covered.
Christian Crone just going to be a new co-host at this point?
I'm down.
Heard. I'm down right now.
All right.
NBA, I only had 2 things written. Pistons are looking at a trade option for Markelle Fultz.
Yeah, I saw that.
Which
Uh-huh.
I don't really know the specifics.
And the
but
Niners.
I want him
or
out of Philly.
The Sixers said they would take nothing. A deal must include a high quality first round pick, which they're not going to get, so they're not going to trade him.
First round pick.
No, a high
Oh,
quality.
right.
So a lottery.
And then
That's
I
what
also saw that the Knicks owner is considering selling the team.
He is. Also, the Ariza trade. The
Okay, yeah, because I'm a Wizards fan.
Yeah, that's a bad trade at the
Awful
end of the
trade.
day.
Well, let me say, I think it's a bad trade for both teams. One, Ariza, the only team that Ariza should be traded to is a playoff contender. In my opinion, Ariza's a great player. Like, he's actually a really
Solid
good
3-and-D player.
Perfect 3-and-D player. But when you trade a young guy like Kelly
Oubre, who's
on
nasty.
a tiny-ass contract,
And he's good.
he's nasty, and he's good coming off the bench. I just
Wait,
didn't
who
make
else?
any
Who else
sense
was
to
in
me.
that? There was somebody that was
Austin Rivers. And Austin Rivers.
Okay, yeah.
Austin Rivers got released. Right
Austin Rivers. He had that big contract,
And
but
so it's bad for the Wizards for that reason, and it's bad for the Suns because they picked up another small forward. They have like
They need a point
4
guard.
small forwards.
especially because they just dropped Isaiah
They have
Austin
TJ
Rivers
Warren,
right after.
Josh Jackson. I mean, they're so stacked at that position. It's kind of
Yeah.
ridiculous. Oh, and they have Mikal Bridges. It's like
Yeah, no.
it's
Mikal
like-
Bridges should start. Is he starting? I don't know. I haven't even been watching this.
But,
Did-
I think Josh Jackson's starting, but TJ Warren's
I thought Josh Jackson was starting power forward.
No, he's playing small forward.
Oh. Dude, he's not going to work
the
as a small forward.
NBA.
Yeah, no. And then that mix-up, that was so funny, though, with Dylan Brooks and Marshawn Brooks, if you didn't see that.
Yeah, that was hilarious.
Bro, I saw one. You remember the SpongeBob episode where he couldn't
The
remember his
Brandon
name?
Files,
Yeah, and it had the Suns on it. Go, the name. What's the name?
I think it kind of speaks volumes about the Suns and Wizards.
No, that was the Suns and Grizzlies.
I know,
The
no,
Wizards
Suns-
was
it was a
the
three-team
middleman.
trade.
Yeah, the Wizards were the middleman, and they talked between both teams, and they agreed on different players.
I think it speaks
It just shows
volumes about
all
those
three
players.
front offices. People are mad at the
Granted, the
Suns.
Grizzlies are playing really well. My boy from West Virginia, Javon Carter, actually is playing a lot more now because Conley got injured. So, go JC. Put up a good game 2 nights ago. So.
Out there flexing.
Cool. All right, let's move on to our segments. First, we got Aidan's corner kick, and I know he's got some big news.
Well, we got the draw for UCL. And, so yeah, if you want to go check out the big games, Tottenham has to play Borussia Dortmund. Man U has to play PSG. Liverpool has to play Bayern Munich. Those were the big ones that stood out to me. Speaking of Man U, they have sacked their manager. Yeah, exactly. And so I think that's a great move. Now it's just can they keep Pogba Paul Pogba. I think he hates Man U so much that firing him at this point was just firing him because he's a bad manager. So, yeah, we had that big news. Nothing. Man U's schedule coming up is just bad. They have to play City, PSG twice, and Liverpool in the next 32 days.
Oh, that's
That's sure some soccer.
Well, yeah, that sure is some soccer right there. So, there's some all that. Also, Arsenal is not unbeaten anymore. Their unbeaten run was ended by Southampton. So,
Yeah. Is that corner kick?
yeah, that's all that.
We were going to do another segment called Hot Takes, Soft Sells, which I just made up, but we're going to skip that one today
All right.
because I don't think you guys have any hot takes prepared.
I have several hot
Unless-
takes all the time.
You've got some hot takes?
I
Yeah.
can think of some hot takes.
Hot
All right,
takes.
then this is Hot Takes, Soft Sells.
Phillip Rivers should be the MVP. He's leading the best team in football. He's leading, and he is not only the quarterback at it, but a great quarterback at it.
All right, Christian, are you buying that take?
No, I think that, in my opinion, it's Mahomes just because he's winning games with a bad defense. But I can see how Philip can definitely be the MVP.
Don't look at the door. It's Bobby.
Bobby's at the door.
Nope. Don't
everybody.
even let him know. Okay. No, we can just finish up.
Yeah, my hot take, if you didn't see it, it was on my Twitter. A lot of people got mad at me for it, but I'm saying that Cam Newton might not be the starter for the Panthers next year.
Yeah.
Maybe not.
Yeah.
He might be at the beginning of the year, but I don't think he's going to finish the year as the starter. I'm also saying that Riverboat Ron's getting fired within the next
Riverboat Ron's
couple of
getting-
days.
I agree in terms that he shouldn't be, but is he? I think so. So, yeah, I agree with you.
Well, the city of Charlotte. I say that he won't because I follow like a lot of Hornets pages, and they're also a Panthers fan in that, and they all love Cam. Cam and McCaffrey are like their
They
saviors.
just love Cam because he's a showboat.
No,
Yeah.
not only that.
Did you see him
'cause he-
dancing
Well,
while the clock was running when they got the first down?
I don't.
I don't like Cam, but I know a lot of people in Charlotte. Not only
Yeah.
because of that, but that MVP season where he brought
got
him to the
them
Super
to a
Bowl.
Super Bowl.
He
I
was
understand.
he was so good at the beginning of the year. Something is wrong with there. I think he'll come back nasty next year.
Yeah.
All right.
If they let him rest. You got any hot takes, Christian?
No, I can't think of any off the top of my head.
All right. Now we got 2-minute drill. Since Bobby's not here, we'll let Christian debate for Bobby.
Alright.
Thank God.
I saw
Actual
this
debate.
one last week. I wanted to do this one last week, but we ran out of time. But Shaq is saying that his Lakers are going to beat the Warriors.
Oh yeah, I saw that. And yeah, the old, like not this Lakers, the old Lakers, and then Vegas put like the
2001 Lakers. Right?
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then the Vegas put a big odds for the Warriors. Like it was something crazy. Right now, I would go with the Warriors. As much as I want to say Shaq, Shaq would get run off the court. Shaq's not built for that fast paced. Now they would dominate the boards, and if the Lakers could control the pace, if those 2001 Lakers could control the pace of the game, then it's easily the Lakers. Shaq would just eat Draymond up
Yeah,
or
dude,
whoever.
I mean,
Shaq-
is gonna
Shaq
get that barbecue chicken
at-
down low. He's
dude,
going to eat.
At the time, I think Shaq's like the most dominant player when he was playing.
Oh, absolutely.
he could-
He's
he
the
could-
most dominant player of all time.
Yeah, he could just outplay it. But I'm just saying, if the Warriors get their pace and is running back and forth, you're gonna have a big old Shaq tired. But I think if they could control the pace, so it's very dependent. I thought like if they're in I think if they played a 7-game series, it would go to Game 7.
Here's my thing. I always think that these arguments are so stupid because
Yeah, I agree.
like this Lakers team, that Lakers
They play
team
different styles. That's why you
Exactly,
can't
it's
predict it.
different
That's
styles
why I
of
was just saying I couldn't
basketball. You
predict
wouldn't know how
it.
to play like the 3-point team of the Warriors. I think the Warriors would win just because they're playing obviously the modern era of basketball. But I feel like if the Warriors played maybe the style of basketball the Lakers played back in 2001, then I think the Lakers would obviously eat all day.
No, you just can't. That's what I was saying. Is whoever controlled the pace. If it was going slower,
Yeah.
Lakers win. If it was going faster, Warriors
agree.
win. It's all about the pacing.
I just think it's a stupid question.
Oh, stupid question. I don't like when people do that, and I love Shaq, but I don't like. You can't compare them at all.
Yeah.
It's like saying that the only thing you can say is like if people can last throughout generations. Like I believe Draymond Green and Bill Laimbeer are two people that can play whenever because they can both shoot the three well enough that they can play defense.
All right.
All that. All right.
Right.
And
So,
what-
yeah,
wait.
that's our show for
Yeah.
today. I think Aidan says we're gonna have a special guest on next episode. Is that right?
Connor Griffin, baby.
All right. We're out of here.